So here we go. This is race number 14, groups B versus D. Let's see about your starting grid. So on pole position, it is going to be Zsombor Kovac with Sebastian Bailey alongside Nicolas Picot and Kai Hunter on row number 2. Dylan LaHaye and Lara Zainin, that's on GKS 11's Powers row 3. James Johnson and Milan Coppens row 4. Ruben Volt and Enzo Caldajas ran out the top 10. Mads Ries, Bennett Arens, Andrei Petrovic, Luca Costa, Mario Sidler, Sem Van Thiel, Ilian Brunsils, Arnold Domingo, Vincent Bouteye and Jens van der Heyden round out the top 20. Completing the 29-strong grid, it's Sam Bergstein, David Lackner, Miska Kaskinen, Philip Keskik, Jere Kokalainen, Corentin Franchi, Robbie Storder, Mitch Haynert and Adrian Dobric. So 10 minutes set on the timer. And after the drivers have gone through their sighting lap, the red lights should ignite on the starting gantry. And as I said earlier on, it's all about survival. It's about getting yourself into the top 30. If you aren't in the top 30 and you've done the absolute level best you can, you might think you're in a chance of getting one of those final 6 places on the pre-finals and the finals tomorrow. And what's more, we'll have 29 drivers vying for that tomorrow morning. So red lights on the gantry, 10 minutes on the clock, plus 1 lap. How is this next chapter going to unfold? We'll find out right before our very eyes. They split, they head into the tram lines. Revs rise. Are we ready? We are lights out and off and away. And who gets into the first corner first? It's going to be Zsombor Kovac. No, it's not. It's Nicolas Picot. Oh, bit of joie de vivre from Nicolas Picot, as we've already had someone go off the track, and that is the 3-2-4 entry. And so Corentin Franchi, and that is the 632 that has just pulled off the circuit. That driver, that is Bennett Arens from Germany. So his race didn't even get going before we started. Ruben Volt in 11th position, as it's getting a bit close for comfort through turn 7 again. The field is concertinaing. There's Mario Sidler in the 305, battling away with the 663. As we've got a drama for one of the drivers right at the back end of the field at the 634, Adrian Dobric trying to wrestle with the cart. Now I'm just keeping my eyes on the clouds above because it is still rather cloudy. But the microclimate here in Belgium does surprise at a moment's notice. I've experienced that firsthand. So Zsombor Kovac leads, Nicolas Picot second. Well, Nicolas Picot now leads. And he's ahead of Mr. Karting Genk when it comes to race weekends. When it's at this track specifically, it's Dylan LaHaye. And Sebastian Bailey now past the 348, the second position. Zsombor Kovac, Lars Zainin was in front of Kai Hunter. He's not, but now he's also behind James Johnson. So Johnson now up into P6 on the road. Filtering their way through into turn 7 off of the Europolán. There is a cart going slowly, going on the Europolán. I did see someone breaking down. I'm not too sure who that might be. Hopefully I might get some visual confirmation shortly, but that driver is now out of the cart. As it's all kicking off here, 635 is getting well and truly stuck in. And that is Milan Coppens, along with Lara Zainin. It's all going to kick off very, very shortly, but Dylan LaHaye is trying to stay ahead of, well, trying to keep with Sebastian Bailey, and he's actually ahead of him right now. Six minutes and 48 seconds still to go on the clock, plus an additional lap. And there are still no signs of this fire actually dropping down. I don't think anyone's poured any fire. I think they've poured some whiskey on it all of a sudden. That's definitely put things up a bit more in flames. So Nicolas Picot still leads. Dylan LaHaye now 1.648 seconds behind after what has been an interesting, impactful 3 laps of racing. And LaHaye is battling away with Kai Hunter for second position. Sebastian Bailey and Zsombor Kovacs, James Johnson, Mads Ries, Luca Costa, Milan Koppens and Lara Zanen round out the top 10. So we have 4 minutes of this race completed. There's just under 6 to go, plus 1 lap. And Kai Hunter has got past Dylan LaHaye for second position, but behind the 6.46 of Mads Ries, the 3.79 of Zsombor Kovacs, and the 6.23 of James Johnson are being closed in on by Milan Koppens in the 6.35 and the 3.62 of Luca Costa. Enzo Calderas in 10th. Lara Zanen rounds out the top 11. Mitch Haynard and Bennett Arends unfortunately out of the race, so we are down to 27 drivers. 5 minutes and 10 seconds still remain. And Nicolas Picot is leading the way. David Lackner from Austria is the fastest driver out there, down in 18th position, having just got past Jens van der Heyden for 18th position. And Lackner put in a 55.751 second lap time. Halfway past, halfway to go. Drivers at full pelt. And there is another change for position as Mads Ries gets past Sebastian Bailey, both under the same awning, and it was getting very close between the pair of them through turn 4. Calderas coming under pressure from Luca Costa. And Zsombor Kovacs has sprinted off away into the distance, has the Hungarian. A little bit further back, there is a bit of a battle between a couple of drivers, one of which is from GKS. So I would say Andrej Petrovic has just got past Lars Zanen. That's 3.20 on 3.97 for what is 12th on the road. And a little bit further back, I think Lara Zanen is coming into the clutches of other drivers. And that will include a few others. So Lara Zanen has got Andrej Petrovic, who's running these days with KSCA Sodi Europe. And a move here, that is LaHaye being passed by Mads Ries. So Mads Ries now up into 3rd place. But I'm keeping my eye on the lead battle because Nicolas Picot has been caught. Kai Hunter is right with him. And that is going down the Europolan at about 100 plus kilometers an hour. Heading into turn 7, look at the train behind us. There's an absolute skirmish right back. And that has got Lara Zanen in the thick of it with the likes of Ruben Volt. And there's the move. Kai Hunter has made it through on turn number 9 on Nicolas Picot to take the lead on lap number 7. And Mads Ries is going to start giving chase. The Dane has got 3 minutes plus a lap to try and close what could be a significant gap. And at the moment that stands at 1.1 seconds. And as I say that, Mads Ries just puts in the fastest lap of anybody, 54.840 seconds. And what's more, he was close to being nearly 7/10 of a second quicker than Nicolas Picot in second place. As soon as you give Mads Ries air, he will start chasing the bumpers of those in front. And that very much is guaranteed. But time might not be to his liking. He's got 2 minutes and 20. plus a lap still to go, as we've had a bit of a drama coming off of turn number 9. Someone's been compromised, whether there was a little bit of an incident, and that is the 640. And that is Miska Kaskinen from Finland, who now comes into the clutches of the 3-2, I think that was the 3-2-4 of Francis Quentin Franchi. Just under 2 minutes to go. And Reese Hunter's brother Kai, should be Kai Hunter, Reese's brother is now leading and has pulled a gap of about half a second ahead of Nicolas Picot. Mads Rees has started closing in, and he was 2/10 quicker than Picot on the last lap. That means that he's closed in by 9/10 of a second, and he's bringing along with him Dylan LaHaye, Sebastian Bailey, and Milan Koppens, along with Zsombor Kovács. It's going to be tight at the sharp end come the end of this race in about 1 minute and a quarter, plus 1 lap, so 2 and a bit minutes of racing still remains. And Mads Rees this time was was exactly to the button. That's drama for Kai Hunter whilst leading. He breaks down, and that has opened the proverbial floodgates. And now it's a scrap for everybody. .25 seconds on the clock remains, and not a happy man is Kai Hunter at the moment. And the kart left on the grass here at Karting Genk, and now the battle for the lead is going to go down to the wire, because Mads Rees and Dylan LaHaye have caught Nicolas Picot a little bit further back behind them, as there's Mads Rees up the inside of Picot for the lead. Through as the timer hits 0. The Dane has absolutely nailed that one to the mast and set the flag flying. And LaHaye looking for his opportunity to get through. And after this one, it will be one more lap. And so Picot now in second, coming under fire from LaHaye. Behind them, it's all kicking off. And the 6:23 of James Johnson going toe-to-toe, side pod to side pod with Sebastian Bailly, but unfortunately has to relinquish it. He's got Milan Koppens right behind. LaHaye's got past as we go on to the final lap. LaHaye past Picot up into P2. Last lap board is out. It's all or nothing. Who's going to put it on the line? And at the moment, Mads Rees has managed to capitalise. And Mads Rees started down in 11th position at the start of this race. Just over what is now 11 minutes ago. But Mads Rees has done the business at hand. And the good thing is, it means for him, he's going to be really happy about this one. Out of turn 11, now turn 12. Mads Rees back with a bang in senior Rotax. Out of turn 12, and the Dane does the business from 11th to take the victory. Ahead of Dylan LaHaye by 0.3 of a second. Nicolas Picot rounds out the top 3. Zsombor Kovács in 4th ahead of Sebastian Bailly. And then we've also got James Johnson in 6th place. Milan Koppens, Ruben Volt, Sem Van Til, and Enzo Calderas rounding out the top 10. Bennett Arends unfortunately retired on the didn't even get going, let alone take the start. Mitch Haynert from the Netherlands out on lap 1. Kai Hunter was leading the race and unfortunately out of it after 9 laps. But Mads Rees from 11th on the grid. Mads Rees, very well known within racing circles in junior and senior Rotax. First met the guy back in 2018. So he is your race winner. Let's have a look at the rest of the results. LaHaye in 2nd, Nicolas Picot in 3rd, Zsombor Kovács, Sebastian Bailly, James Johnson, Milan Koppens, Ruben Volt, Sem Van Til, Enzo Calderas, running out the top 10. Ilian Brunsils in 11th, ahead of Andrej Petrovic from Serbia. Lars Zanen, Luca Costa, Sam Bergstein, Jens van der Heyden, Vincent Boutier, Arnold Domingo, Mario Sidler, Philip Keskik running at the top 20 with Miska Kaskinen, Robbie Stoddard, David Lackner, Corentin Franchi, Adrian Dobrich and Jere Kokalainen running at the 26th that finished. Unfortunately, retirements for Kai Hunter, Mitch Haynert and Bennett Arons.